What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Xraypc here. Back with another video for 7 Deadly Sins Origins. And this one is to how to really push your account. Hold on, let me grab this. Right now, how to really take advantage of the Cube Key event. How to take advantage of like getting the 1 extra bag of stamina. Wait a minute. Wait, did we just get... Do we get the 50 bag now for every day? Hold on, let me go to my... Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, hold on, that's not even like... What the hell? I didn't even expect that. Hold on. Let me go to my free-to-play account. That's about to be in World Tier 4. Whoa, where the hell am I? That. Alright. You get rid of aggro. Alright, let me see this. Keep key bundle. Unless this one they give us every day now. Oh, it's a large key bundle. The free one they give us is a 50 bundle. Wait a minute. Are they learning? Very slowly, but they're learning that what we get is definitely not enough? Okay. I was so confused. This is wait, is it the one that would have been awesome if they gave us a free 50 bundle every day. I'd rather take that than the 20. Let me grab that before I forget. Alright. Let me grab this before I forget. Alright. But wow. Hey. I'll take that. That makes it even easier for me to understand how to tell you to progress here. But usually it was 2 small key bundles, which are still 40, so you're getting 90. But if they keep this up and give us 50 every day, at least for the event period or something, which goes away to the 22nd, if they give us a 50 key bundle extra, that's 70. 50, 70, that's 120. I think maybe they're testing, I think they were doing it to test, hey, how does 90 a day feel like? Hey, how does, or maybe if they're seeing like, hey, how does 20 extra a day? But 50 extra a day on top of our 50, I'm telling you, if they made it base 100 with an extra 20 pot every day, that would be way better. Especially if they didn't want us to just fly through the game, which is pretty funny because even my free-to-play account, I'm flying through the game. Like, it's not hard. Especially with co-op. As soon as you get to like World Tier 3, World Tier 4, just get your friend who's already like fully built in World Tier 4 to help you. So if you're bringing a friend into the game, just teach him like, hey, this is what you focus on. You focus on side quests and everything, and then this is the main thing of the video. Mastery. Tell him the max's mastery board. Obviously, it's going to be like, if you're in World Tier 2, you go do up to 2. If you're World Tier 3, get do up to 3. Then once you get to World Tier 4, finish it out and finish all your potentials on your main character. But yeah, tell like that's what, and then you can just help him like on World Tier 3, World Tier 4. Just take him through whatever dungeons and just slam those dungeons up with your group and get your friend caught up. If you're like playing with your friends right now, and you kind of are all on the same playing field, just make it easier for each other. You don't have to do this entire game solo. And if you are solo, I mean, just focus on mastery. Like, literally maxing... Let's say you pull Meliodas. Just literally 1 copy. That's it. And then just max your mastery. Literally, wait, what? Because of my mastery being maxed, I'll just show you right here. I show this on stream all the time. Boom. 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 And why? Because, boom, right here. You get this here, this here. Obviously, I get an extra 15, 12, and 5 here. But even if I get this on my Diane, who does not have any dupes, and I'm going to keep saying Diane, I'm not even going to argue. Go watch anime. Japanese, not dub. I don't care about dub. 10, 15, that's 15% attack, 12% HP. Wait, no, 12% defense, 5% HP. That added on to whatever armor you have, and then all the stats you have from your potential board. And I have 11k, 17k defense, 46,000 HP. Obviously, then you just put your weapons back on. 18, almost 19,000 attack, 17,104 defense, 46,000 HP. I don't even have my weapons leveled. Like, this is still a 30. I made sure to put like a purple orb on there so that I can get equipment attack instead, so at least helps my other weapons that I'm mainly use. But I do want to use the axe, right? But yeah, But yeah, this is where I just wanted to show you guys like how the power of like pushing your potential board, because like almost I already got one potential here. Almost have these, and like I have no dupes in her. Like this is the base one, this is the gauntlet one. I have no dupes in my on my characters. Like literally just Jericho. Like literally Jericho is the only SSR character. I don't even have King. But Jericho, out of all the SSRs I have, is the only one with dupes. I never even got unlucky, got Gila, had nothing. I got Drake, no copy, which I wish I did, because his first dupe is really, really strong. But yeah, I literally got no dupes. Like I wish I got Elaine is insanely reliant on dupes. She goes from like this mediocre kind of character to me to broken as hell. 30% more damage. Like you know, special attack into a skill that can be used twice. Her ult can actually apply a buff now instead of just being this useless thing that doesn't, because Petrify doesn't work on bosses. So her barrier has longer duration, lower cooldown, and then her other skills become, or her other class or weapons become good too. But yeah, another thing to really push your account is get your engraving. I mean, like literally, you just go up so much HP. Like let's say, like, okay, let's look at this one that low rolled in a sense, 112 to 118, 120 is the max. 16k, no, only 3 investment. 16k, 16.6k, 5.9k defense. All right, let's see. I think it's pants and belt. Okay, so let's say this one at 122 is 8,418, and this one at 116 is 6,063. They're not leveled. This one's at level 1, but like that's 14,000 ish, and you would have to level them, and maybe like as long as you get like, let's say you get like the full 7 sets, they can end up maybe passing it up, right? Like you get the full 7 sets, and then like right here, like so 119 plus 4 immortal water bottoms, 9,482. Yeah, so it ends up like you can maybe like catch up to your actual set. This one's a 4 set as well, which is really good. The crafted 4 set's also really good. So those are more so if you're using like a 3rd slot weapon. Let's see, and then another way to catch up, I would use a lot of single sets if you can, if you have those, until you like get a. Yeah, all right, girl, you're getting put down. All right. Um, but I would like Arachne. We learned is crit 10%. Then we learned that a life crystal ring is 100 pierce, which is actually a lot. So, and 100 pierce scales better than crit, because one, I'm critting it dang near anyways on all my characters, and I don't even have like the 3 set of this to make this better or anything. Um, which is cool because Arachne's substat ring, or the subset of the ring, is always crit. So you have crit here and then crit on the actual set piece. So it ends up going really high. So if you get this +5, if you get this high roll +5, it goes to like maybe 18ish, 19ish% just off the ring. So that helps a lot. But yeah, the pierce, and it's a 2 set, by the way. So the life crystal is 2 set. So it's 100 pierce at 2 set. Then you could get like a single slot thing, like I said earlier. So you can get like in a sense, you like these things. Level 1 spider shackles, activating burst summon spider silk near enemies. Enemies that come into contact with spider silk have their movement speed decreased by 50% and perseverance decreased by 40. Or you can get something like this where it's like this one has a 5 set. I think they both, no, this one's a 4 set. But yeah, you can get like Arachne 5 set, 2 set of life crystal, 100 pierce, and then you get Arachne's normal skill damage boost, 10% crit. If magic points are 6 or greater when using a skill, buff and debuff or durations are increased by 18%. Which doesn't really help you, kinda. You can go a 3 set of Arachne with this one, which is also crit based. Oops. Not many people know this one or look for this one. But yeah, so the crafted 4 set in here is you make it from these purples. That's what the whole point of getting these are. So it makes a lot of these important. Farming gold important. Getting these are important. But yeah, you come in here and it's normal skill damage 10% at 2 set. which you could use these as a 2-set as well, but it's only armor. And then 4-set, crit damage 15%, 6% chance to increase your crit chance by 50% for 5 seconds when landing an attack. 30% chance to deal an additional damage equal to 30% of attack when landing a critical hit while the effect is active, but that has a 10-second cooldown. So I think the main thing you get is that 6% chance to increase your crit for 5 seconds for 50%. Then since there's a dot, this one is the one that affects the cooldown. This one is constantly, but this one's every it's like a 6% chance. If you have a multi-hit hero, that one's really good. But if you have that, but if you, let's say you're using your 3rd weapon slot, or you just hate your engravement, you're like using your engravement to use just like not a damage increase at all, and you feel like you'll get a fatter damage increase out of this plus the 3 set of you feel like you get a bigger damage increase out of this plus Arachne, right? Maybe that's the way. Or you get this plus, I guess, this one, even though this one's only for burst, and then there's this plus the this one, Corrupted Watchers, defense shatter, all damage increase, tag point gain. So like whatever you feel like is like the one you're like, oh, engraving plus that, or you need to get that crit set because you just feel like I do better off crits, my engraving doesn't really affect that, then, you know, go for it. But yeah, that's like another way to get stronger. Another way to get stronger really is paying attention to your team viability together. Let me put some sound on. This game awkward. Your team viability together. Also, let me get off her. Screaming my ear. So Elaine is Earth Book with my Earth Diana Gauntlet Burst, who also is now a healer, so I don't need a healer. She also does a ton of damage. I just need to level up her masters, get her potentials up, and then get her gauntlet actually leveled up past level 10. But she's actually pumping right now in 18 to 22k like crits. Which is just enough damage to sometimes soften my Meliodas. He doesn't have to work as hard, but I mean, he's not really working that hard. He's literally one tapping a boss almost. And then you have your staff, Manny, who's like pumping her buffs to give me ult charge, crit damage buff. So my Meliodas or even my Diana hits way harder. Ult damage buff to punishment characters on top of combined attack damage buff. But I swear, dude, when you do a combined attack, it really does change your ult, because my Meliodas ult is supposed to consume the darkness and hit crazy hard one time. But for some reason, it becomes a damage over time, when I don't even think it's supposed to be like that. Or here, inflicts damage equal to 20% of attack. I'm gonna throw it on the ground. Inflicts damage equal to 20% of attack. Every on enemies hit every 1 second for 5 seconds, but for some reason it feels like it goes Meliodas' attack and her attack combined, and then it's like maybe that damage also gets amplified from consuming the dark hit or something. I don't know, but that's what it feels like, because it's supposed to be, this should, if it's both of them together, it should be the craziness of Meliodas's 449%. Darkness Burst increases the damage by 100%. On top of me getting the opening debuff. But then I have his potentials max. I should be getting 350% extra final hit. And then on top of that, I wish I had hers maxed out. On top of that, it should be this 93%. And then it does this at the end. And it should literally destroy the boss. Like, if my E is hitting like half of the Dark Dragon's health, why the hell is this one not hitting? It literally does like a tenth of the damage of my E, and then does big damage over time. It like makes no sense. I really think they're bugged. But yeah, let's go fight the. Let's say, let's fight the dragon. Just showcases. I just talked about it. Let's go fight him. But I really do think this thing's bugged, dude. Pop all this so I can get my ult back faster. Pop this so I get a defense increase. There you go. I just want to show you the damage of that. Alright, let me ult. Oh. But yeah, see how much damage my ult just did right there? Chomp. Do that because he's gonna run. And because of that one set ring, it applies a burn and extra damage on top of that. So now because it also applies burn, like as if a fire character's burn, it does the armor reduction of everything. It works exactly like a fire damage's burn. This corner of the map really just helps. I learned you probably only reduce the damage by like one of those ticks if you just jump around there. So it's really just getting tankier than the fight. So I'm gonna start her. Pop, pop, over here. Pop. I kind of hate that they're tagging to make them run backwards. If I wanted to, I could just pop my Diana's heal. If I pop an ult. I'll do that. Works out for this part. Let's pop that. I genuinely think it's better right now because of her ult being bugged. And I wanted to showcase the ult, but I just couldn't really get the charge up. I wish I went in there and I was able to show you. I might just try to do it again. Yeah, I kind of want. I don't really want revive set. I can get revive set for free. Yeah, I already built my Star Guardian, so I think I'd rather just build out the characters. I made my Star Guardian for Jericho, so that's gonna be my next video. But you know what? This is a good way to showcase this too, bro. Look. My Jericho is only 5k attack, 10k defense, 34k HP. She just has her engraving +1. I just put some random stuff on her. Obviously, if I can just get the full Arachnes, that's cool. If I want to get the 3 set for bursting though, but for her and Diana, I don't even have. I have her mastery to level 4 almost. I have this one only to level 2. I have this one only level 1, and then these are the main ones that actually apply to all your weapons, anyways. And then some like these actually do apply, so those actually help. So like getting this one, getting this one, getting this one. Oh, they both use the same thing. But yeah, those help a lot. Let's see. But mainly it's just this, like the 3% total. 3%, 3%, 3%. All that goes across. But yeah, let me use the ice team real quick, and we'll just fight. We'll fight that dude to the mace because he's a lot easier than the dragon. Doesn't waste as much time. Already made it. It's funny because it's ice team, but I have her for heals. Let me make sure they're using the right weapons before I go in. Yeah, I'll have her on dagger and then her on dagger. All right. Boss challenge. This is just me trying to showcase in action, like, hey, this is what you could do when you're like actually, you know, you actually build out your mastery. And people are like, oh, you have a lot of dupes. On my free to play, I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm able to kill like the same bosses. Except for like Gila. I just hate fighting Gila without like a good healer. And like once I get the Diana engraving, okay, I'm just gonna kill Gila the same way. I'm just gonna like face tanker, and then right when I really needed her ult, but maybe because I have less gear anyways on it, then I'm gonna, because I have less time invested in stuff, then I'm just gonna swap into my hold on. I'm just gonna like have to play a little bit more careful, but then when I pop ult, I don't have to play careful because the whole point is you just heal. Especially if I can get lucky on it. I just want to show you like how little damage she was doing. Oh, bro. You're annoying. So that's the power of like having one just super geared character. I mean, like Meliodas is this is pretty much the same team power I just had. Like this is literally the same team power I just had with like a not geared unit at all, right? I just hyper focused, hyper fixated everything I could into this Meliodas. My weapons are all SSR, even if I'm not using the axe. So the axe, I'm not using it, so I put a purple orb on him, just a normal, not a dark orb of SR, like just a purple orb. So it's like equipment attack, and then you could get equipment HP. Those stats transfer over. But defense, we've like tested a lot. No matter how high the defense is, you would never notice a defense increase because it doesn't transfer. Obviously, it's 30% of your attack, but your full HP transfers. So if you get a max roll HP, like let's say like 1.7k or whatever the hell the HP rolls at, you'll get that at straight flat added to your HP bar. But the attack is only at 30%, so that's why that only went up a little bit, even though I got a 658 extra attack boost on there. But like the SSR orbs, you in the colored ones, like the darkness or dark characters or whatever. I don't know why people always ask me that question. Hey, do you use the dark orb on dark melee? Yeah, you dark, dude. Or like, let's say the weapon is a different element. Whatever the weapon's element, man, you use that color. I'm sorry, I should have to explain that one. I feel like that's common sense, but but yeah, like HP flat increase or these HP percentage increase does not transfer over for some reason. I don't know why, unless I'm tripping. I really don't want to have to try to test that to see. Or actually, let's see. Oh no, if I take the whole weapon off, I feel like my entire health is going to go down. All right, let's see. 46,801 health. Let's take that off. Yeah, so no, I see it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't transfer. So the only thing that will go is if you had equipment attack, equipment HP. That's another way to boost your account to start really slamming this stuff. Purple orbs is something you can get outside of your stamina. But like the stamina focus is just mastery. And then if you feel like your mastery is good enough, do some dungeons and really pinpoint the dungeons you need. Pinpoint some dungeons for mastery, and then pinpoint some dungeons to make weapons. Weapons need certain things. Like some of these weapons need premium abyss servant's horns, you know, some crimson, all the crimson flame one. Only make these, please. Don't come to me and be like, bro, I was farming this freaking corrupted will one and then it doesn't turn into anything. Yeah, because you had to look over here first, idiot. But yeah, make sure you farm the right stuff. Gray demon blood crystals, right? Gray demon. Scorpy beast. The frog, red demon. That's what you make sure you're farming the right stuff. And then the final one, this is your S. Every time you see the final one, this is from the bundle shop right here. You go to the exchange shop, one multi on the banner, and you get the special weapon for the new character. It's not hard. Everyone's like, oh, you dropped $800 on the cosmetic. No, that has nothing to do with it. Cosmetic has 0 stats. You literally come here after one multi on the new character's banner. You can get this. I already have this on my default. I have this on my free to play account. First multi, and then I ended up pulling melee on it with all the free gems, and then I'm just gonna make this. I'm almost maybe able to make this actually, and literally that's it. And I'm not going to roll tier 4 yet. I can already almost make this. So. But yeah, that's something I just wanted to go through, just like a spitball of different things for you to like kind of do when you're like, what do I do with all this stamina I'm gaining and all the stamina that you're needing to use for this event? Stamina or cube keys, whatever you want to call them. You need to use up to 1,000. Once you get up to 900, which is in a sense, let's say before the 50 pot they gave us, it was 2020, right? So you got 90 stamina a day. That was 10 days. And then, not even, there's stamina you're earning along the way. Before at 900, you would have had 100 extra stamina from the event. That's as soon as you have that, in a sense, you pretty much hit the full event in 9 days. As long as you're using the 220 pots a day on top of your 50 stamina. So now, if you really want to, maybe you stock some of these up. I'd say always use these 2 pots, like 2 pots of this. Next day, 2 pots of this. Next day, 2 pots of this. Next day, 2 pots of this. And then if you keep getting these large key bundles, I'd say save those for sure until you're like, oh, this is the like a new character came out, I want to push that. This big event came out, I want to push that. Whatever it is. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. It wasn't as structured. I just wanted to really spitball like a bunch of things. That I was like usually just say on stream, and I'm kind of tired of having to like completely repeat that on stream over and over and over. And I don't feel like each one kind of warranted their own video. I feel like if I was trying to do one video on each one, that'd be kind of stupid. Because there's no way I could spin each one to like a 20-minute video, but I could spin a 20-minute video out of a ton of them, right? But yeah, this is just gonna go mastery, build out your armor set while like focusing on mastery and maybe like finishing out your weapon. Just getting an SSR weapon or two, mainly two minimum on your main DPS. Then try to get your third one, and then your main, like let's say you only like using dual sword. That's it. You already tried both of these, even though these are to me funner or more fun. Funner's not a word. More fun. Uh, then I would say like make this one your SSR Dark Orb. Keep rerolling till you get the perfect Dark Attack, Dark Damage. Like this one, Dark Attack, Dark Damage. And then like hopefully normal skill damage, and then whatever else here. All cooldowns really good. And then make sure, like, let's say you only like these and this one, make sure these two are purple orbs with equipment attack, equipment HP, right? Even more stats. That pretty much, if you can get those high roll of that, and then you get really good roll of your engravement piece, like you don't need the potential of this extra one over here, because these you already get two for free by just maxing your potential, and then these two are just amplifying your damage. But like this one over here is another big stat boost, and it's a pretty big stat boost. But it's like you could just get as much by just getting like your SSR weapons, leveling them up, getting your engravement, leveling it up, and getting a high roll and engravement before you kind of hyper invest into it, and then like that's it. And it's like getting like the right accessories for it, 3-set, getting the right team around you, right? Like the ones that can actually support you, make whatever your main DPS thing they need to do. So if you have like Earth Axe Diane, make sure you have Earth Lane because that's an Earth damage buff, and it helps you Earth burst, and you need an Earth burst, so you maybe have to get Tiore or something. If you have a bleed team, make sure you run Dreyfus and then run like I don't know, Slater for sure, and then like I don't know, Hauser, and then some other character over here. Like that means you just go to win. If you want to go Lightning, make sure you Drake is your main DPS. He's a great sword, and then you go like Gil Thunder for burst, and then that way you could run Meliodas on it. Run dual sword Meliodas for heals. You have some heals on that team. I don't really know, so I guess you can go like Staff Manny or something, right? To get your ult back faster, and she combos with great sword. She combos with great sword Drake and single sword Gil Thunder, so that's really good as well. So actually, I'm gonna do that right now. This one and you. There you go, just so I don't forget. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.